Okay, guys, we're going to do a little 3-digit by 1-digit multiplication here. And the steps are really quite easy. So let's get into it. So 357 times 4 is the example that I have here. And just to kind of give you a visual of kind of what that means, I've drawn a little picture on the side for you. So you can see that there are four people here. Let's see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people, right? And you can see that I've taken that 357 and I've turned it into money. So I would have 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 7 loonies right there. So $357. And essentially what we're saying here is that it's as if there's 4 people that each have $357, right? We're multiplying 357 by 4. So if 4 people had $357, oops. Let's see, there we go. Then how much money would that be altogether? So it's more or less like we're saying 357 plus 357 plus 357 plus 357. Now, to draw a picture, it would take outrageously long. So there is a method of multiplying this shorthand. So you don't have to draw out big pictures and you don't have to do tons and tons and tons of numbers on the page. This method is the quickest way, and it is the way that you will more or less be expected to do it in junior high and high school. So it's a really good method to learn. So the way that this goes, you guys, is you're going to use this base number as it's sort of it's like the mother. It's like the mother of the household, okay? Everything sort of relies on that mother, right? The same way that we'll say, Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, I spilled something. Mom, when we're little, Mom, I need your help, right? This is like the mother number, that number 4 right there. And so this number is going to multiply with each of those numbers separately, okay? And in order. Now, we all know that math is kind of backwards and it often goes left to right, right? We read left to right. We do math right to left. We do it kind of backwards, hey? So, and that's exactly what we do here as well. So let's just kind of get step by step. So the very first thing that we're going to do is, it's really quite simple. We're just going to go 4 times 7, right? So the whole thing is going to be 4 times 7, then 4 times 5, then 4 times 3. Okay? So let's start with 4 times 7. Hopefully you're using your brain magic and you're thinking to yourself, what is the story with the kite and the books? Or that you already know it right off the bat, meaning that it's 28. So that answers 28. Okay? Now, just like when we add, we can't have that 2 down on the bottom. That 2, we bring it up and we carry it up here, okay? So I'm going to just leave my 8 down there, and then I'm going to put my little 2 up there. And I am, personally, this is my own little trick, I like to put a little plus, just so that I remind myself that I'm adding that 2, okay? All right, so we're done this. We're done the 4 times 7. So let's do 4 times 5 now. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. And the reason why I put that little plus up here, you guys, up there, the plus 2 is now I need to add that 2 onto my 4 times 5. So 4 times 5 plus 2. Okay, so that would be 4 times 5 is 20. Then plus my 2 would be 22, right? Which would technically be like that, but this 2 goes up here, right? Okay, so then I'll erase it down here because I don't need it down there. Okay, so we're good on that. And if you like to be really thorough, when I'm done using those, sometimes I'll cross that off because I know that one's done. You don't have to do that, but if you like the reminder. Okay, so now we're moving on to 4 times 3. So we've got, right, 4 times 3 plus 2. So my 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 would be 14. Okay? So 1,428. Now let's just double check that with the picture. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. And then I'm just going to put this here. 1,200. Let's count our tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that makes this 1,300. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. So that would make that 1,400. And now I'm going to hit up some ones here. So I've got 7, 14, 21, 28. So that would make this 1,428. So I did it correctly. So just to quickly review those steps so that you can go into doing your practicing of your own questions is sometimes just as for those of you guys who like this, who like to do this, I like to do this, is I will put those lines there just to remind myself, okay? So the order that we go in, right, is we're going to do 4 times 7, and then 4 times 5, and then 4 times 3. And when we add our digits on the bottom, so let's just say we had 4 times 7, which would be 28. The 8 stays down, but that 2 carries to the top. And we put that little plus sign to help us to remember that. So then we would do 4 times 5 plus 2, right? And we figured that was 22. So that it would be 22 like that. So that 2 goes up to the top and this 2 can stay. So it would be plus 2, right? And now we've got 4 times 3 plus 2, which gave us our 14. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. It is really quite simple. And that's all it is. Just remember to go the backwards, go in the opposite. Always start in the ones column, right? So you're always going to do from the mother to the first child is in the ones column, and then the mother to the second child, and then the mother to the third child. Okay? Going this direction, and you'll never make a mistake. Awesome. Good luck with it, and definitely reach out if you have any questions or need any help.